Hi. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's 8:18. I'm supposed to go on at 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights. We're going to see how long we can go on here. I'm battling with the internet tonight, and the internet is winning. So I'm finally connected. I'm using my phone as a hotspot. My internet at the house is down. So I don't know. It's crazy, but we're going to see if we can get somewhere. So I've been doing the split camera thing, but that's not happening tonight. I'm just lucky we're here. So, so I have a vanity that I absolutely love, and my husband got it for me when we were just dating, and I don't want to repaint the whole thing, but I just want to refresh it a little bit. So I've painted some of the furniture in my room, and so this I brought a couple of the drawers. So this is one of the drawers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this beautiful dark wood, and I love this pattern, but I want to accentuate it. And I'm just going to paint some of this like orangey kind of wood a little bit. Um, I've had it for years, and I see that it's gotten some paint spatters on it, and maybe things that I never noticed because um, I got it long before I started painting furniture with Dixie Belle, and so maybe I just didn't notice it. But it needs some TLC, so I'm going to give it some. First, I'm going to use some silk in Serenity. I painted my nightstands in this color, so it'll match that. And then I also have some gemstone mousse in golden gem, and I'm going to refresh the hardware a little bit. So um, let me go ahead and start with the hardware, just because that can be drying while I'm painting a little bit um, on the drawer. So whenever you open this, this looks really waxy, and the different colors have different consistencies, but always, always stir your mousse, your gemstone mousse. This is the best stuff ever, because look at this hardware. So it's really pretty, but it's going to be gorgeous when I'm done. Okay, so let me get some of this back in the container. I always use a brush handle. So I'm going to revert to my old putting the screen down. And I apologize for that tonight, but like I said, the internet has not been kind to me tonight. But I'm just going to go ahead and paint this a little bit. I had a glob of paint on there. So I've painted the other hardware on the vanity with this. Look already what a big difference it's making. Oh boy, painting my face. This could be an interesting evening. So I had to clean out a few drawers to bring these down to paint. Oh my heavens, I really need to clean them out. I used to wear hair pieces, these things called Tony Ponies, a long time ago. I don't know whether anybody else has ever worn them, but I opened one drawer and it was alive with hair. So I'm glad I don't wear them anymore. So feel free to comment on that if you're watching and you are familiar with them. Oh my gosh, I always had my hair up in one of those things, but kind of opted for the natural now. So I had so many hair accessories in these drawers. There's 3 drawers I have here. All of them were full of hair accessories. So this is all I do to my hair now. So I probably will have 3 empty drawers, which isn't a bad thing. Okay, so look at that. So much prettier now. Here's the original, and here's the updated version. So we're going to let that dry. And then I'm going to use the Serenity. Let's set this aside here. Okay, and I'm using a little flat brush from Dixie Belle. It's like a 1-inch flat small, I think is what it's called. And again, I want that because I'm just going to be using the detail here too. I might use 2 brushes to do this. So I'm going to put the screen down a little bit. This is going to be a little challenging because I'm going to need to look at it somewhat and also show you. But I did plan on using 2 cameras tonight, but that did not work out. So I just wanted to get on here and be with you. I'm also wearing contacts, which is also a challenge. My glasses are definitely better for close-up work, for detail work. So fortunately, it's not too detailed, but I just want to get in there, and I can already tell I'm going to love this. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but we have the other furniture in the room I had done in vintage duck egg, and I do think this Serenity color is pretty similar to vintage duck egg. And when I did the other pieces, I left some of the cherry wood on there. So I think this darker wood will go nicely with that. I do kind of think it's mahogany. I could be wrong. It could be walnut. I'm not sure. But I think it's going to be really pretty. Like I said, feel free to say hello if you're popping on here. Okay, this might be a little easier to get this side. So, I guess I can't talk and paint at the same time. Usually I can. I'm concentrating. So, fun project coming up. 6 other Dixie Belle retailers and I are going to do a collaboration. We're partnering up, and we're picking paint colors. So several of us are going to paint with the same colors. So it'll be interesting to collaborate, and then you'll be able to see, we'll link to all of their videos kind of going along the bottom here with it. Now I just grabbed these, and like I said, they need some cleaning up. What I'm going to be doing is when I'm done with these, I'll probably use Howdy Do hemp seed oil on them. And that'll refresh this wood here. Or what I might do, you could use Big Mama's butter. And I will actually do the insides of the drawers with that as well. And that'll make them smell really good, because that comes in Orange Grove, or it comes in Suzanne's Garden, which is kind of a rose scent. I love the Orange Grove. I really love that. It's just so fresh. It also comes in unscented, but I definitely like the Orange Grove. The Suzanne's Garden is also really a nice scent, but again, it's roses. And it's funny, sometimes I let the paint color dictate which scent I'll choose. I know that sounds weird, but if it's something pink, it usually gets Suzanne's Garden. Okay, so we're going to be recording our videos, and that project is happening this month. We're just calling it the Dixie Belle Challenge. I'm probably not going to be doing any wax or anything on these other than the conditioning wax, because I think this is probably enough detail. And I'm sure I'll put a second coat on this. My little dog is here, and he is wanting my attention, that's for sure. But all of his needs have been met. He's been outside, he's had his dinner, and now he's had his evening treat. So all that's left is he wants me to go sit down with him. Okay, and I think I'll just do along the side here too, and I'll show you when I do the other side. This is just making a huge difference. This is good old furniture. I was looking to see if I could see a date on it, but you can see on the sides it has the dovetail joints, so you know that it's good old furniture. Okay, how are we liking it so far? I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to set this one aside. So there's a couple drawers with different patterns. Put this up here a second. Let me get a different one. So this one's the top drawers. They're just a little bit different. And then I have another one. I have to take the hardware off. This is my, I heard Zeb Ray call this a kitchen screwdriver. So I have used a kitchen screwdriver for many years. Who hasn't, right? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? Okay. You'd think I'd have that down by now, but I have to say it every time. Okay. Thought I was going to lose the knob. Okay, I'm going to get my... These are just simple. But what a difference this gemstone mousse is making. So just takes a minute to do this. Just a simple change. And I'll tell you what, this piece is going to pop. Because I've always loved this. I've always loved the lines of it. It's just a gorgeous piece of furniture. And my husband is not one to like, painted furniture. He thinks antiques should be antiques. I agree, but I also think that this one, I think it's going to be a good blend. I think it's just needed some help, some attention, some TLC. Okay, so what a difference, huh? Okay. I always do little makeovers. When you travel, I do while you were out. So this isn't a big makeover, just a little something. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So I'll put this down again. And again, I'm using Dixie Belle's Silk. And Silk is an all-in-one mineral paint. It is not like chalk paint, like our chalk mineral paint. A little bit different because this, when I finish with this, is finished. It has a sealer in it. It has a primer in it. So it's an all-in-one. That's why they call it all-in-one. I'm just going to paint this side while I'm over here. It has a silky smooth feel to it as opposed to the chalky feel of chalk mineral paint, which makes perfect sense when you say it out loud, right? There's like a little crevice in there that is like a guideline. So it's naturally separating these two colors. So it's not real hard to paint this. I just want to make sure I'm not getting any on where I don't want it to be. And getting it everywhere I do want it to be. See this side here. Yeah, I've been cleaning out drawers like crazy. I've been organizing my jewelry since I did that jewelry armoire. So it's so funny because I paint so much furniture. And lately I've been keeping a lot of pieces myself and doing some things for myself. So I'm just enjoying that. I kept the jewelry armoire and those 2 nightstands I did for some Dixie Belle videos. So now everything's trying to get everything organized. Okay, and I'm gonna put this up again so you can see this one. Okay, and I have another drawer that is like the first one I did. And I'm not going to bore you with everything tonight, but I'm going to do the third drawer with the first coat. And then I'm going to come back to the first one and see what if my first coat's dry. And I'm going to put a second coat on for you just so that you can see the difference. And then we'll put the hardware back on that. Well, I almost did the wrong color. So I'm doing the orangey wood, as I call it. So that makes me think that maybe this wood is walnut. If the stain, I don't know, I can't imagine they would stain it lighter. So if you watch this video, please comment and let me know whether you ever wore a Tony Pony and if you know what that is, since I found them in my drawers. Then the big question is, will I throw it away? I'm going to put this down a little bit. Yeah, so sometimes a detail brush is just what you need. I also may recoat my kitchen cabinets too. I was actually tempted to do that tonight too, but I really wasn't set up for taking in the kitchen and do that. I think we did a live from my kitchen one night. I forget what we did. We were, I forget what we were doing. Whether we were doing something with food or what, but while we were in the kitchen. Boy, I do a lot of videos, so sometimes I forget, but we were definitely doing a live from the kitchen. So anyway, who knows? If I get it done this weekend, maybe I'll go live and do a little bit of it, an unscheduled live. I think you'd be okay with that. Sorry for the noise. Got a little bit where I didn't want it. I can come in there later with detail, and in that area it's kind of like black in there. I'm trying to get that paint out of there and it doesn't want to come out. Still, overall, it looks good. So I just need to refresh the wood, the dark wood on here with some type of oil, which is going to be, like I said, Big Mama's butter, which I think I'm going to use because it's in the form of like a wax. And the other is in the form of oil. And I think that the wax will just do a great job revitalizing this. Plus, it'll add some wax to the painted part too, although there's no need to seal it because it is has a built-in sealer. Very quiet night tonight. Like I said, we got such a late start. I still have one more knob to paint, or a handle. Very, very delicate handles, and I'm calling them knobs. Okay, I'm going to set this one aside. So we got another one done. This is really a pretty quick project. It's funny how you put things off, for a while, and then you get to them, and it's like, wow, why didn't I do this sooner? Okay, I'm going to get the back of it first. I always like to do the back of a little handle like this, just because sometimes they flip up and you can see the back side. These are really small and delicate. I was looking at molds today, and there's a hardware mold in the Redesign with Prima molds that I have, and I was thinking, boy, these are really awfully tiny pieces. I can't imagine knobs being this tiny. Well, guess what? These ones are. These are really tiny little delicate pieces. So I suppose they could actually serve as replacement knobs, those molds. I keep calling them knobs. Pulls, right? Drawer pulls. This is a knob. This is a pull. Okay, so we have our pulls done. All right, and I'm going to go back and look at my first drawer that I did. and I do believe it's dry. So I'm going to go ahead and put another coat on here so you can see. So here's what one coat coverage looks like, which is pretty good. And I'm going to try to get it up really close so you can see that there's just a few places like along the top here that are, you know, just a little uneven. And it's definitely dry. So I'm going to just come back and do a second coat on here. And then we're going to put the hardware on. And it'll be like, ta-da! Sorry, I'm holding this up close to me, but I don't want to mess it up at this point. So we'll put it down so you can see it here in just a second. Just want to get all those detail-y parts that are far away from me. It's easier to work on the side that's closer to me. Okay, can you see the difference already in that? I know there's a glare. I'll try to get it out of the glare. Okay. I definitely can see a big difference in the first coat and the second coat. Guess I have the screen down already, but just trying to keep that glare up there. So it's been a long day, and I'm looking forward to my cup of tea. And I have to share with you this tea that I bought is amazing. So I'm a red rose tea drinker. So they came out with these flavors. And when I drink my regular red rose, I always have a teaspoon of sugar and a little bit of milk. Well, these flavors that they have, they're caffeine free, which, you know, now that I'm a little older, I can't drink as much caffeine or have as much caffeine all the time. So I'm happy that they're caffeine free. But there's lemon cake, blueberry muffin, caramel apple, trying to think what the other one is. Strawberry shortcake, strawberry cheesecake. They are amazing. They taste just like what they say they are. And you don't even need milk or sugar in them. They're just so good. They are sweet already. I don't know how they do it. There's no aspartame in them. They've just perfected these flavors. They're just incredible. It's an herbal tea. So I am super impressed. And you can go to, you just go to redrose.com, I believe. And they're not in the stores. But it comes in this pack of 4. I think that you can only order it in the pack of 4. You might be able to order larger quantities of the individual ones, but I'll tell you what, the lemon cake is so good. I think so far, though, and this is not like me, because normally lemon cake is like my favorite, or strawberry cheesecake, something like that. But I love the caramel apple. It's just so good. And it is good with the milk and sugar too, I have to say. All right. So I'm just finishing off the top here. Oh boy. Okay. And I'll do this little piece down the side. So I still have my other ones to put a second coat on, but I am not going to do that tonight. But I am going to put this I'm going to pop this pull back on here so you can see that, although I am going to come back in and refresh this wood a little bit, but I just want you to see what it's going to look like with the pull on there. What a difference from what I first showed you. I think it looks pretty amazing. I'm very pleased and I can't wait to see it when it's all done. And I'll definitely, let me put my camera back up here again. I'm definitely going to post a picture on my Instagram, on my social media when it's all done. As a matter of fact, I'll just show you the rest of the room too of the pieces that I've recently finished. I think I might want to get a set of new drapes in there too. That might be on my wish list as well. And that'll be my little spring bedroom refresh. So anyway, I appreciate you joining me tonight and putting up with my internet problems. And I look forward to seeing you on the channel soon. And stay tuned for the Dixie Belle Challenge with my 6 other Dixie Belle retailers, and as we do our paint off challenge. And haven't been doing all of the daily you learn something new every day, so I'll let you know whether we continue that one or not, but we definitely will always do our step-by-step on Saturdays as well. So stay tuned for all that news. Don't forget, if you haven't entered the contest that's on Instagram, please do so, because we are well over 500 subscribers now, and we're on our way to 1,000. So when we hit 1,000, we're going to have a big $500 giveaway. So thanks so much for watching tonight, and you take care and stay well, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.